What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Samurai Sports Network, and today we're going to be talking about Dolphins training camp. Now, if you haven't seen the video that was posted earlier today on my channel, please go check it out. It is a very detailed description of how my summer's been and what I've been doing throughout this entire summer, leading up to now school being just a month away pretty much. So please go check that out and then come back to this one. But if you are new to my channel, enjoy this content. We're going to be talking about Dolphins training camp. I believe that it was the third or fourth day of Dolphins training camp today. I'm not 100% sure, but I wanted to kind of take up all the accumulation of things that have happened pretty much and talk about it in one video. So the main points that I've seen, especially on Twitter now, finally be able to go back and read some of the articles from the Miami Herald, read some of the stuff that's been going on, getting in contact with certain people, not like talking, but actually keeping, tabs on certain things and being around and trying to read stuff and everything like that, trying to get myself back into it, not being on the side of, I'm not going to follow this content because I'm not making videos, and I'm now trying to get back into the groove and get back into what I'm supposed to be doing. But I've seen a lot of Isaiah Ford has been outstanding. Gesicki has also apparently been outstanding, but I want to talk about the Isaiah Ford pick. Now, that is a pick where a lot of people going into the offseason, they said, okay, we really believe in Isaiah Ford, but what is he going to be? A lot of Dolphins Twitter wasn't really so sure coming off of his injury, being out for the season. Yeah, we believe this guy's apparently supposed to be a steal, but what is he going to turn out to be? What is Isaiah Ford going to be for the Dolphins? Jarvis Landry is gone. You bring in Danny Amendola, Albert Wilson. What is the form of the Miami Dolphins with Kenny Stills, Isaiah Ford, Albert Wilson, Danny Amendola as your, four main guys, Devontae Parker as well, obviously. But what does the future look like? What is this wide receiver core and why is it together? Now, this is something that's very interesting to me because I had a lot of faith in Isaiah Ford, yet I was also very skeptical. I didn't know what to think of with him coming off of injury and what he would turn out to be and how he would look. It was a very interesting situation for me because I wanted to have faith in this guy, but this was also a guy who has not yet shown me on the football field that he can produce at an NFL level. So I wanted, this is now only going, I guess you could say, his rookie year, because realistically, last year wasn't his rookie year, but you would go into this year and we want to think, okay, what can Isaiah Ford produce? And apparently during training camp, Isaiah Ford has been killing it. Him, Torrey McTyer, and Tony Lippett are the names that I hear day in and day out through Dolphins Twitter. Also looking at stuff from Gesicki. I've seen so much from Gesicki where I'm like, wow, that is absolutely disgusting. That is filthy. Gesicki is on a roll. And I guess I just wanted to touch on those little pieces there because Gesicki, we all know there's been issues with him blocking. We'll get into that with the offensive line in a second here. But obviously, we knew Gesicki's not going to come in here and be a blocking tight end. He's going to be a vertical threat, stretch the field tight end that you're going to use on passing downs. You're not going to put him into run blocking situations. Now, would you like to get him to the point where he then can be a run blocking situation type of person and personnel-wise? Yes, you would like to do that. But, bring him into his rookie year. He's not going to be that. He is not that, pretty much. So I've seen a lot of highlight clips from him, but then a lot of things about people saying his blocking is blocking is blocking. But those people have to realize and remember that we did not bring Mike Gesicki in to block. We bought him in to be the Julius Thomas of Adam Gase's offense, the Charles Clay of Ryan Tannehill's success. If that makes sense to you Dolphin fans, if you kind of piece together and understand what I'm saying here. The same thing has come in with Danny Amendola. I've seen people say, oh, it's a white Jarvis Landry. And there's been things like this. There's this Instagram account called All Sports News, and they do a ranking system every year, and they put the Dolphins as their 32nd ranked team, finishing with a record of 13-13. Now, this is another situation. This is another situation that I talked about with Greg Likens when I did meet him, where he was saying that it's kind of good that the Dolphins are flying under the radar. And I thought about it overnight, Saturday night, and woke up Sunday morning thinking, he's right. It's a great situation for the Miami Dolphins being under the radar. Now, as an optimistic Dolphins fan, I see this team as a team that is going to succeed with Ryan Tannehill as the quarterback, not anyone else on a third-string quarterback in Jay Cutler, Matt Moore, yada, 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 pretty much. So that was something that was also interesting to me. I've seen a lot of Ryan Tannehill being very good, but when it comes to the media, as I said, I like that the Dolphins are kind of floating under the radar, but that's something for another video. I have a lot of stuff on my mind, so obviously a lot of videos are going to be coming out very soon. But the other thing that has become a constant on Twitter and what I've seen constantly every single day is that the offensive line in training camp is not producing to what the offensive line should be producing to, which is something that I find very interesting because we have high hopes for this offensive line, yet there are the things of saying that they haven't been producing. So hopefully throughout the preseason, we can see this offensive line produce and become better than what it can or what it is right now and kind of grow to the potential that I think a lot of us would like it to be at. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'll get worried once we see them in action during the preseason, because you can see anything right now in training camp that's not going to matter once we get into the preseason and the regular season, because those are just training camp stories. So I hope you guys did very much enjoy this video. A long video talking about training camp. We're getting back to those longer videos. No more of the short videos now that I'm on the comeback. Either way, I hope you guys did very much enjoy this video. Make sure you like down below. Make sure you comment down below as well what your thoughts are about the Dolphins' first days in training camp. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And as always, peace.